The search and rescue operations at the Tupul disaster site in Manipur's Noney district will be officially called off tomorrow at 6 p.m. This was decided after a review meeting today chaired by Manipur Disaster Management and Relief Minister Awangbow Newmai. Officials of Army, NDRF, SDRF and local villagers and CSOs were present in the meeting. In the meeting, the local villagers and CSOs stated that the search operation should be permanently called off and it may be done today. But it was decided that the operations shall continue as it till 6 p.m. tomorrow, when it will be officially called off. If no more bodies are recovered till 6 p.m. tomorrow, 5 people will be listed missing in the devastating landslide ever recorded in the history of Manipur. So, big story at this point in time, viewers, from the state of Manipur. The search and rescue operations at the Tupul disaster site in Manipur's Noney district will be officially called off tomorrow at 6 p.m. And this was decided after a review meeting today chaired by Manipur Disaster Management and Relief Minister Awangbow Newmai. Officials of Army, NDRF, SDRF and local villagers and CSOs were present in the meeting. In the meeting, the local villagers and CSOs stated that the search operations should be permanently called off and it may be done today. But it was decided that the operations shall continue till 6 p.m. tomorrow, when it will be officially called off. If no more bodies are recovered till 6 p.m. tomorrow, 5 people will be listed missing in the devastating landslide ever recorded in the history of Manipur. All right, our Chief of Bureau, Arindam Das, joins us over the phone line to give us an update on this big development. Well, Arindam, as there was a crucial meeting and a decision was taken in a key review meeting done today. Well, the meeting said that the district administration will call off the rescue operations by tomorrow at 6 p.m. So this was decided in a review meeting. More details on the story.
Yes, Pooja, the longest ever search and rescue operations in the history of Northeast will be called off tomorrow at 6 p.m. This was after 22 days of relentless search and rescue operations that the operations will be called off at 6 p.m. The operation started in the wee hours of 29th and 30th of June when a massive landslide struck the Tupul railway yard in Noney district of Manipur. Altogether, 81 people were affected. Just in a few initial hours, 18 people were recovered live from the debris, and after that, what was recovered were only dead bodies. So far, 56 dead bodies have been retrieved from the debris, and 5 people are still missing. This is also the biggest search and rescue operations in terms of the number of people engaged. The Indian Army, NDRF, SDRF, the local organizations, the villagers were all assisting in the rescue and search operations. Over 500 people were engaged in this search and rescue operations. Sophisticated gadgets like through-wall radar was used, IFA dogs were used, heavy armed movers were used. But still then, 5 people are still missing in this massive landslide because we have been to the location where this massive landslide took place. An entire mountain caved in and it blocked the river below the mountain. And tomorrow at 6 p.m., the search and rescue operations will be permanently called off. This was decided in a review meeting today at the Tupul landslide tragedy site, which was chaired by the Management and Relief Minister of Manipur, Awangbow Newmai. And also present in that meeting was the Additional Chief Secretary of Manipur, M.H. Khan, top officials of the Indian Army, NDRF, SDRF, as well as the local villagers and civil society organizations were present there. The significant point here is that the civil society organizations and the villagers have asked the government that the search and rescue operations should now be permanently called off.
Right.
But it was decided in the meeting that it will be called off at 6 p.m. tomorrow. So if no more bodies are recovered till 6 p.m. tomorrow, 5 people will be listed missing in this devastating landslide of Manipur.
All right. Now, Arindam, the question arises at this point in time that will the family members of the missing persons, the 5 missing persons, accept the decision that was taken in the review meeting today that the rescue operations will be called off tomorrow at 6 p.m.?
Yes. we have asked the DC of Noney, Mr. H. Vijay, as to what are the identity of these people who are still missing. He said that one person is from the Indian Army, 4 others are from the private construction company, and also some local villagers. So, as I have mentioned, that in today's meeting, the civil society organizations as well as the local villagers were also present in that meeting. And the news came ahead from the civil society organization and the villagers. They said that the government should stop the search and rescue operations permanently, and it is the decision taken in presence of the civil society organizations in the locals of that area. So definitely the search and rescue operations could not continue for an indefinite period. It has to be called off at some point of time. And tomorrow at 6 p.m., this massive landslide which struck at Tupul area, the search and rescue operations which followed after that, it will be called off at 6 p.m. tomorrow. And if no more bodies are recovered till 6 p.m. till tomorrow, 5 people will be listed missing in this devastating landslide of Manipur.